him, nor is it going to become a point where he realizes these are some things I need to change by it coming from us. So just because you say it more and more assertive, more aggressive, more, masculine, more sassy, more, even in a way of constructive criticism, you're not helping with any sort of progress. Do you understand that? These are not your issues to solve.
I'm kind of understanding. Maybe I'm just stuck on one thing, but okay, this is what I'm not understanding because. So since I've been to book club, and I talked to him about like 2 weeks ago. I told him I was like, okay, I'm seeing the change. I have more internal shit that I've been dealing with this book club than physical and other stuff. So now that I've been working a whole fucking lot on the internal shit and my communication, especially, am I wrong if I feel like at some point in time we're gonna bump heads times 20 because I told him like I feel like you're close. My business is gonna fucking kill this shit. So
I've said to you and many other book club members, I've said that if you are on my platform working on yourself and your partner is not doing any work on themselves, or they are not a part of the platform as well, nor are they receptive to the information that you've learned, you sharing that with them, you're going to grow apart. So that's something you're not going to be able to fix. And you just have to accept that.
See, I felt like that.
You're not in control of the changes a grown man makes on his life. That's just, it's a period. It's a period. There's nothing else after that.
Love, can I ask a question?
Go ahead, baby.
So what happens when I heard everything you said, and I completely agree with you when you said that whenever there's an issue, he has to seek counsel of someone who will give him a dual perspective. Like he has to seek the perspective of the other person. Likewise, the woman has to do the same.
But we ain't talking about the women. We talking about men.
What happens when his only counselor is his mother, who is not a good counselor?
God, good. So as I just read, y'all, right? It says during this 24-hour time period that he gives himself to process his upset, right? It says during this time, in fact, as soon as possible, he needs to talk with someone who is a good influence on him. This person has to be someone who will settle him down rather than further fire him up against his partner. It also says someone who will press him to think and who will help him see the conflict through his partner's eyes. If he remains agitated, he should sit and write about what happened to help him process his feelings. Okay, so if I'm him and I take this 24-hour time period to process, and I go talk to my resource, which, like you suggested, it's his mom, right? If this person is not a good influence, obviously that's not going to go well. And so, as I just read, if he remains agitated, he needs to sit and write it out so he can look at it from a out of the emotions space. Now, obviously, if you're dealing with someone that their supposed trusted person is a mother that enables or riles them up or fuels the fire, as I just read, it's not going to go well. And you can't fix that. Does everybody understand this? One of the things that women have trouble accepting is what the fuck they're not in control of. And so when you get to this crossroads where you realize, okay, I can see clearly what she's saying, and I am not in control of that. I'm mature enough as a woman to accept that. Now you have to decide, am I going to shut the fuck up about this and accept it? Or am I going to now make some suggestions for a solution? Meaning, do we need to go to couples counseling or marriage counseling where we both agree to work on our relationship? Or do I need to make the decision to walk the fuck away? Those are your three choices. You can shut the fuck up and leave that man alone. You can suggest. Notice I'm saying suggest, right? It's through offer and acceptance. You can suggest we go to counseling or some sort of mentorship over our relationship to get new tools to work through what we have going on, or you can get the fuck on. Those are your three options. None of it don't involve trying to go and make a man do what you want them to do, or chastise them, or you try to solve or fix this for them, or tell them what the fuck they should do. Does everybody understand that before the person that's about to speak up?
Yes.
All right, go ahead, Darnell.
Yeah, I want to tap in on this. I was just talking to my wife about this because she sucked me some kind of message like on Instagram, and she was saying it was a video of a guy talking, and he was saying something about whoever my wife don't like, I don't like, and I'm on this and that, and pretty much saying I know her hard, and if she don't like a person, I don't fuck with her neither. So my wife, she sent me the video, and she put not you, pretty much like not me.
Right.
And I asked, I said, what you mean by that? I said, the only people that you could be talking about it, maybe like my mom and my sister, because you kind of had static with them in the past. And I basically explained to her, I said, look, did you hear when he said he understand our heart? I said, I look at you, I understand your heart. I understand, I don't see you doing certain things around growth. You know what I mean? I said, I always see you operate within your feelings. I see, so if I take that and with you operating in your feelings, and not as a man, I'm operating my feelings just because you don't like this person for this reason, you don't like this person for that reason. And I'm saying, and I follow along with that. I said, man, we'd be fucked up. And I told her, I said, it's no self-made people out here. You know what I mean? It's about growth. And sometimes you gotta understand, look at your personal character. I'm breaking all this down to understand her. And I said, every time I ask you, but I have to see you confront the fact that, you know, that you need to do work. Because I told her, this mental health work and all this shit, you gotta be intentional about this. This shit is every day.
Yep.
And she's like, well, if I don't like somebody, I can't really rock like that. I said, if it's valid, and I understand, I saw you doing the work, and I looked at it like, damn, man, my old don't like her, damn, they gotta be fucked up. But now I seen in the past when you didn't like people for some shit because they didn't like what they did, because they didn't agree with you on something.
Yeah,
I said, so I can't rock like that.
Jamil, I love that you brought this up, right? A lot of us as women, hold on, Kayla, you need to mute. Okay, a lot of us as women, when we get in relationships and we have, you know, feelings for our partner that are deep rooted, and we see a future with them, and we have life connected, we lose sight of, you know, certain realities that differ between men and women, right? One of them is, in order for a man to lead, especially a man within our community, he has to have clarification for himself, not because my wife said this is what I should do, right? He has to have clarity for himself as a man as to why he's moving the way that he's moving. If he does not, you are not going to have a strong leader.